Let's try that again.
If you a bad bitch and you're in your bag, go ahead then with your sexy ass. Niggas call me Blanco like the mob out here. We overseas, they like, how you get them Glocks out here? I got killers in different countries, you know squad out here.
All right, welcome back, y'all. So, it's your boy D Weezy, to the motherfucking done. Y'all know what it is. 100 in this bitch. So, ignore my little outfit. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking fly today. You know what I'm saying? But it's because I'm going out later. My little indie clothes on. But so I just wanted to talk to y'all about some very important things later, because lately there's been a lot of shit going on, a lot of controversy. Y'all do not know. Y'all don't even want to know what that message said. I'm gonna tell y'all anyways. It's because you know, as you can see, this is a Lil Kim video. And I am a Lil Kim fan. So someone was just telling me, I'm trying to get the never mind. Y'all don't even be knowing what I do. But so we're here to talk about Lil Kim, right? Lately she's been getting a lot of backlash and there's been a lot of miscommunication. See, the thing, Lil Kim's a lot like me, which is why I love her, you know? We're very specific on our terminologies and the way we say things, but they can be misconstrued and banned and reused and heard wrong in all kinds of ways that'll make us look fucking ridiculous and you know, make people hate on us. Happens all the time. That's why none of my relationships be working out. You know what I'm saying? But you know, people been hating on her lately. You know, like the impressive channel. Fuck that bitch. First of all, fuck you, bitch. I'll snap the fuck out of you. I don't give a shit. A whole bunch of motherfuckers, you know, y'all just hating on her. Like, just let the bitch live, you know what I'm saying? This bitch is like, she's 44, right? She got a daughter. She's trying to secure the bag. She just wants to pay her rent. Rapping's, she knows how to do many things, but rapping, she's the queen of rap. Why can't she fucking rap? Y'all been telling Lil Kim, like, when she was Nicki's age, right now, y'all was telling her, y'all, you need to retire, you need to retire. But, you know, y'all Nicki fans is still hating, and, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna bash Nicki either, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of y'all just petty as fuck and like to hate on Lil Kim. A lot of y'all don't even know her. She is the sweetest, nicest person, the most loyal person at that. So, with that being said, our topics are gonna be today. We are going to be talking about who she is, why we love her, understanding her new album, 9. We're gonna address rumors. So a new rumor I'm gonna be adding to my list that I didn't originally have was the Notori Naughton rumor. We're gonna talk about that, and we're also gonna talk about both sides and where this could have gone wrong. We're gonna talk about the rumors of her house being taken away. We're gonna talk about bankruptcy. We're gonna talk about her net worth. We're gonna talk about previous history with record labels. And we're going to talk about some beefs and understanding her beefs and what's going on. So, fasten your seatbelt because I'm about to educate you better than your teacher did, clearly. So, to kick it off, who is Lil Kim? Well, Lil Kim started rapping at the age of 16 or 17. She was a millionaire by the age of 18. Her song with Junior Mafia, Players Anthem, had become a big hit at the time, and it had been her, I guess you could say, the track that put her on, you know what I'm saying? And then later on, she went and dropped her first album called Hardcore. Her mentor was actually the Notorious B.I.G., aka Biggie Smalls. A lot of people like to give him all the credit for her success, but let me stop y'all right there. First of all, Kim and Biggie were both not famous at the same time, so they came up together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Biggie was doing all these moves and Kim was right there at his side as one of his artists. So he didn't go find Kim and be like, oh, yo, you want to be signed? You know what I mean? He didn't write all her lyrics. Here's what happened with the lyric rumor. The lyric rumor is that what had happened was, I just drew a blank. What happened was Lil Kim prefers to write her own music, right? So she was really good, and a lot of the times when she'd write her music and Biggie would put his input, not only did she, but everyone else in the group, other producers would be like, okay, I know Biggie wants to replace the verse Kim wrote with what he wrote, or how he's saying it, even though Kim's part was better. There were times when Kim had written lyrics better than Biggie. But, Biggie was in charge at the time, so he was able to make the last say. So he did help a little with the album, and she admits that. But no one writes for Lil Kim, okay? Matter of fact, she had so much more success after Biggie's death. When Biggie Smalls died, Lil Kim was left pretty much alone. The team fell apart. Biggie was the only thing keeping them together. Kim didn't know if she wanted to do music anymore. But what did she do? She came back with the hit. Right? She came back with the hit. Ladies Night, featuring Angie Martinez, Left Eye, and The Brat, and Missy Elliott. And it had all the famous females in the music video. So, that song went on to win a Soul Train Award, competing against some of the greats in their prime, such as Janet Jackson, and there were some other artists who I don't care to mention. So, from there on, she started, coming back with the music. She started dropping hits. Then she came out with her next album, La Bella Mafia. She came out with Notorious K.I.M., third album. And then her last album, Naked Truth. So, let's talk about this. Then she went on to winning a Grammy for her song with Pink, Maya, and Christina Aguilera, Lady Marmalade. It went #1 and it got a Grammy. And here's why I hate where people like to discredit her Grammy. First of all, that song wouldn't have been eligible to get a Grammy if it wasn't for Lil Kim. Why? Because they used the same lyrics as Patti LaBelle did, right? So that song would have been technically a cover, right? So to qualify that song for a Grammy, Lil Kim's rap verse changed the whole, I guess you can say, legality of the song, making it eligible for a Grammy. You're welcome. And on top of that, since y'all love to discredit her, saying, oh, she shares that Grammy, okay, no shade to Nicki, but it's usually your Nicki fan, so I'm about to put y'all way blanc. Nicki done collabed with every big artist out there and still doesn't have a #1 or a Grammy. So, with that being said, Kim just collabed with these people, got a Grammy. Mind you, Maya wasn't even that big at the time. Pink was, barely, she was moving a little bit, but she wasn't huge. There's never been a point where Pink was actually huge. Probably like in 2010, 11. And Christina Aguilera has been big forever. Yeah, big deal, right? But, they went on, did that song. She achieved that. A few albums later, she had gotten the 5 mics, which is an accomplishment. I think she's the only female rapper. If I'm not mistaken, there might be one more. And that other one would probably be Lauren, if anything, that has the 5 mics. It's a 5 mic rating on your album because of the lyrical content of your album. Still to this day, no one else has received 5 mics but Lil Kim. So, with that being said, very successful. Her last album didn't do as well as the others, only due to the fact that Lil Kim was incarcerated with she didn't have enough, press and promotion for that album. So she had gotten locked up in prison for a year and a day. And that was all due to previous beefs. So now we're about to get into the beefs. Foxy Brown, Nicki Minaj, Remy Ma. She's beefed with a few artists, but we all have, there's proof out there that Lil Kim never took the first shot at any of them, okay? So, let's start with Foxy Brown, because this is the first beef. Foxy Brown and Lil Kim were friends at one point, very close friends. look, people hate to admit this, but Foxy said it in her own mouth, and I had to clarify this, so I went and watched the video. But Lil Kim did help put Foxy on. Of course, Foxy was talented. I don't know, lately she's been dropping trash, but I feel like I don't even want to, I mean, I wouldn't mind if Foxy come back, you know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for it. You know, lately she's been rapping in this weird voice because due to the hearing loss, but, you know, shout out to Foxy. Hope she gets better. Her and Kim were real close friends, but this all started when Foxy Brown got tired of being, I guess, the second girl. You know, she was just not that girl, you know what I'm saying? And so what she did to be petty was during the performance, she came out performing using the outfit Lil Kim was gonna wear, and I think on Lil Kim's set without permission, and that pissed Kim the fuck off. Of course, Kim did perform again, wore the same outfit, and so, you know, from then, you know, they were a little bit like, what's going on? Then Foxy continued to do it, but she mimicked her clothing down to the way she rapped, down to her, she started mimicking all of that. Just basically being the first Lil Kim clone before Nicki Minaj. And so, you know, that took place, right? Lil Kim got tired of it. I don't know if Foxy dropped a diss first or not. I doubt she did, but she was always being subliminally a hater. So one day Lil Kim came on stage wearing this long fur coat, and she does this song, Quiet Storm, right? It's a big hit. Hot damn hoe, here we go again. Light as a rock, bitch. Hard as a cock, bitch. The shit knocked from blocks to hot tops in the parking lots where my nigga rock like the spark a lot. You know, y'all know the song. Foxy Brown thought that song was directed at her. Sources say that the song was actually directed at this irrelevant artist by the name of Charlie Baltimore, who is one of Biggie Smalls' side hoes who wishes she was the main hoe. And Dick Rides his name, but obviously didn't get her anywhere because her talent didn't speak for itself. Charlie, I want to be nice to you, but I won't until you start being respectful to Kim. And bitch, I will slap the shit out of you if I see you. So, that's another beef, by the way. And that was all due to fighting over Biggie Smalls, you know. Anyways, we're not even going to talk about that. She's not even worth talking about. But, yeah, so that beef started. They went back and forth, dissing each other and shit, blah, 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 blah. Fast forward, some genius thought it was cool to invite Lil Kim and Foxy's posse to Hot 97 for interviews, separate interviews. They happened to run into each other outside, and you guys know that Kim is gang affiliated. She's actually really close friends with many designers, but also with the daughter of John Gotti himself, Victoria Gotti, who was featured in her music video, Came Back For You, which was a response diss song to Eve's song, Blow Your Mind, featuring Gwen Stefani. That's beef that was sparked but died down so quick, and now they're really close, period. Back to this. Kim, gang affiliated, right? Grew up in the street, selling drugs when she was little to support herself because her family put her out and she was going through this and that, you know what I'm saying? So, what had happened after that was Kim's posse went up to, I think it was Capone, right? Somebody, whoever's in Fox's group. And they were like, yo, you got a problem with Kim? Blah, 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 blah. Gunshots went off. 100 and something shots were fired. Someone was shot. And it was all caught on footage. So what had happened was, now Kim's in court, right? And she's sitting in there with her crew. She pleads the fifth. Doesn't say a word. Sticks to the street code. Somebody else, the story didn't match up apparently. So I guess Lil Kim took it as they snitched on her because she's the only one who took the fall. So someone must have said something, so she took the bit, you know what I'm saying? And she ended up going to prison. She did admit to what had happened later on, but that was already after she had already been caught. And so she went to prison for not snitching. Spent some time there, you know. She got out, went on Dancing with the Stars, did really great. Everyone feels like she should have won. I do. I watched that season and I was like, these bitches is whack. But, and then, she wanted to get back into music, right? She wanted to do her own thing, but Atlantic would not let her. And she wanted to leave Atlantic, but they wouldn't let her, because she was a star. She was the biggest female artist, and they were like, no, we're not letting you go, right? So she was like, okay, well, I'm not going to be doing music at all for you. So what she did is she stopped doing music altogether so that she wasn't able to put music out for Atlantic, just to show them that she was serious. Mind you, Lil Kim and Atlantic are on good terms, but sometimes labels can be assholes. So that being said, Lil Kim wasn't able to do music for a while, and she also had all these lawsuits and stuff going on. Then next, there comes the baby. So all this is going on. Lil Kim wants to, get back in the groove, get back doing her music and stuff, right? The baby comes later though, but fast backwards, rewind. Nicki Minaj comes in the game. I just skipped Remy Ma. Oh my god. So she had beef with Remy Ma for a split second because Remy Ma apparently was hating on her due to the 5 mics and, just started talking greasy in the interviews or whatever. So they had exchange of words, dissed each other, blah, 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 blah. Remy went to prison. That was after Kim got out. And, Kim, did shout her out because, she was like, okay, hope Remy's cool. Remy got out of prison. They were cool, whatever, While Remy was locked up, because Remy was about to be the it girl, but she got locked up, Nicki came, swooped in, and, basically wanted to take over the game because there was nobody in the game. Kim couldn't make music. The #1 it girl was locked up, and everyone else just was chilling, you know what I'm saying? So Nicki saw an opportunity to go in and be like, yo. Not only that, she was working with Fendi, who was the actual person who found her. Full Force had her, and then Fendi, and then Lil Wayne. Everyone's all like, Lil Wayne found her. No, the fuck he didn't. And so, after this happened, Kim saw Nicki. She's like, okay, I see her, new girl coming up, whatever. Shout out to her, Lil Kim actually wanted to not only work with her, but help her move in the game because she was moving incorrectly and it wasn't getting her as much, press and whatever. So Kim wanted to mentor her, I guess you could say. However, nobody else wanted that to happen. What they wanted was Nicki to completely replace Kim as if Kim never existed, take her style, her swag, her music, all of that, and just make it seem like Kim was non-existent and irrelevant and of no importance to the game, which is basically what's kind of happened now, because now everyone thinks Nicki started this, Nicki started that, when in reality, the people who are woke actually know what really went on. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, shout out to Lil Kim. My hair is yellow, you know what I'm saying? Go off. But, so like, what happened after that? So Nicki came up, she started doing her thing, whatever. Then she started throwing shots at Lil Kim, not only in interviews. Mind you, she threw her first shot that we know of at Lil Kim in 2003. Mind you, by this time, Lil Kim was in her prime, didn't even know Nicki Minaj existed. Neither did any of y'all. Neither did I. So she's been throwing shots at interviews saying, I'm the new Kim. I'm not really I'm the new Kim, but I'm going to do it better than her. And then here's the part where the homage thing comes in. Everyone's always talking about, but Nicki paid homage. And then the Kim fans are like, she never paid homage, right? Nicki paid homage and Kim acknowledged it. But specifically, and I quote, Lil Kim says, you can't say I love you, but I hate you. That's not homage. So yes, she acknowledged the fact that Nicki showed her love, but she's not gonna sit here and act like Nicki wasn't talking shit at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It's like saying, oh, I like your shoes, but they look better on me. So it's not a compliment at that point, right? Right? And here's the funny thing about the Barbs, right? They love to post a video of Nicki giving Kim props, and they always cut out that part where Nicki throws the shade. Y'all know she threw the shade, so y'all just fucking dick riding for no reason. And then every time they talk about Kim not paying her homage, they always cut out the part where Kim says, saying I love you but I hate you is not homage. Let's get that straight. So, yes, Nicki paid homage, but she was throwing shots. So Kim's like, that's not real homage. That's not even homage. It's not. You can't compliment someone and say, oh, but it's better on me though. That's just mad disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? So don't even. So, that beef popped off. They had an exchange of words. Eventually, Kim got tired of that shit because Nicki was now throwing shots at her in Roman's Revenge. Mind you, Nicki Minaj even said Roman's Revenge wasn't about Kim. But fast forward to last year, Nicki Minaj is all talking about dropping Roman Revenge on Kim. This girl lying through her teeth, and there's video recordings in 2 different interviews saying the exact opposite thing. Like, and this ain't the first time, this ain't the last time. This girl stays straight up lying. I don't know how y'all be fucking standing her lies. I mean, yes, her music is great, but damn, I won't follow a fake into hell. The fuck, you know what I'm saying? But like, wasn't no shade to Nicki Minaj, but like, we gotta be real with this shit and stop the fucking lies. Period. Like, if Kim was in the wrong, I will admit it, but she's not. You know, I've done the research over and over and over, and even looked to see if Kim was lying or bullshitting. Look, Kim tells the same stories the same exact way, and there's no proof against her. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, period. That's the truth. That's the facts. Nicki started this. She dragged it on. She was being mad disrespectful, and she needs to apologize. And Kim said in a recent interview, if she apologizes, then yeah. But obviously, there's got to be some kind of financial compensation because Nicki just went hard. Like, she didn't only disrespect Kim, she was trying to erase her. And she did affect Lil Kim's career and life and just make things more difficult for her, which is just fucked up. But anyways, what happened with Lil Kim and Nicki was that it wasn't even Nicki's fault to begin with, right? I mean, of course, Nicki was throwing shots, whatever. But point is, her label, Cash Money, Slim and Baby, who are the owners of Cash Money, were supposed to be co-owners with Lil Kim. So Lil Kim was supposed to technically be Nicki's boss. They were gonna work together, but they didn't want. They used Kim for her swag and her work ethic to build Nicki Minaj. And which is why for a long time everyone's like, Nicki Minaj is another Lil Kim, and that's due to Cash Money, Young Money making her into that person. It even started with Fendi. Fendi started that shit, and Young Money, Cash Money ran with it because that's what was popping. You know, they were like, okay, Kim was that it girl, and you know, she was doing this and doing that. Let's use that same formula on Nicki Minaj and make her that it girl, which is exactly what happened. They threw Kim to the side after, you know, disrespecting her, you know, by, you know, not following through with the partnership. So there goes Kim, you know, she wanted to do music, of course, but what she wanted to start signing artists and getting into that part of it, you know what I mean? But no, Nicki Minaj ruined all that for her. So here's Kim starting from square one, and at the same time backing herself up and not looking like a hater. People wanted to say she was hating on the new girl, same way that now Nicki Minaj is actually hating on Cardi B. So I think if Nicki Minaj is having issues with every fucking female rapper and nobody wants to apologize, I think she's the problem. Because anyone Kim's had beef with, they've squashed it. The only people Kim have not squashed it with is Foxy and Nicki, for obvious reasons. They are very toxic ass people, just disgusting, and that's why they're probably really close. But people love to talk about Kim and Remy, saying, "Oh, they're both haters," and Cardi and Kim are haters. That's why they go against Kim. Going against Nicki? What about the same thing with Foxy and Nicki? When Kim and Nicki were beefing, she was always pulling out Foxy and just throwing shade, using Foxy, and Foxy's dumbass like, "Oh yeah, she loves me." Nah, the fuck she don't, you crackhead ass bitch. She's just using you to get Kim's nerves. She feels that saying she was inspired by Foxy would make her look like she's not inspired by Kim. Mind you, all the swag Foxy has was stolen from Kim anyways. So no matter who Nicki was inspired by, she's still inspired by Kim. Period. So, you know, that went on. The beef went on. Shit got crazy. It basically died down at this point. Kim has no hard feelings. She wants to move on from the situation, but everyone always wants to be messy and ask her about that. And Nicki still got Kim's name in her mouth every fucking interview. Just jealous as fuck, too. Like, bitch, grow the fuck up. You're almost 40. And, like, I don't know. We're done talking about Nicki. There's so much. I can make a whole video on this beef. Don't make me do it. I said what I said. And you can go look up the facts for yourself. Now we're going to get into some other bullshit. We're going to talk about some other rumors. Then we'll talk about the album, the new album. One, Lil Kim's house is not foreclosed. She still lives in the mansion. She addresses that in her album on the song called Jet Fuel. Basically what had happened is Kim filed bankruptcy. Yes, we all know that. But it's not because she's broke. And let me explain this to you, because none of you broke people would understand this from a celebrity standpoint of view, right? So, celebrity standpoint / point of view. So, mind you, Kim's rent is very expensive. She lives in a mansion, not a 2-story house, a mansion. And she lives in New Jersey. So, this is where it all started. So, Kim's net worth was supposedly 18 million for a long time, since like 2003. That shit's not been updated in years. Somebody recently updated it to -2 million just to be fucking funny assholes, but they're not. No one's laughing, except you fucking losers who have no life. But Lil Kim still bought a new house in Hollywood, aside from her mansion, and a new whip, the most expensive clothes, doing high budget videos. How the fuck is this girl broke if she's doing all of this? And this was before signing to her label, who, mind you, she's still independent. She signed with them, but she's still technically independent via the contract. She's technically an independent artist still, which is why on Billboard, you know, she peaked high for independent artists. So she's not broke, but she did file for bankruptcy. Why? Let me explain it in a way that broke motherfuckers like y'all would understand. So you know when you go to the hospital and you don't want to pay your medical bill, most of the time you probably can pay it off or you can afford it, but you're just like, I ain't gonna pay that shit. Same situation, right? Kim was like, why would I fucking pay them $3 million when I can, or $4 million when I can just file for bankruptcy, get all that shit taken care of, keep my bread shit? That's fucking 6-month payments of my house, my mansion. It's just smart, you know. It has nothing to do with being broke. It's just a smart move. And even then, a lot of the money Kim does make, and I don't want to put her out there and make her look bad, but she is a mafia member, so a lot of the money she makes probably isn't legal, and she probably can't show off her money as much as other people, like, because the IRS is constantly watching her, right? Same way with 50 Cent. Y'all remember he filed for bankruptcy, right? But he was still rich, obviously. And he posted a video with all his money, and IRS was like, what the fuck's this? Same shit. Kim's a little smarter about it, obviously. She can't even say nothing to defend herself, because that would backfire on her, which is why she has to keep her mouth shut, which is why y'all can continue talking shit and making her look bad and get away with it. So that's the house, that's the bankruptcy, that's the broke and the net worth. All not true. Okay. Kim's sales also have not been updated in years. She had every album is probably at least 4 or 5 times platinum by now. But yeah. Going on to the next. We're about to get into the 9 album, but I do want to tell you a few reasons why we love Lil Kim. One, she is a trendsetter. She shows love to every female, future, past, present. Yeah, basically. She shows love to everybody. She's also looking to sign new artists soon, so if anyone wants to jump on that wave. She does have a new show called Girls Cruise. If you haven't watched it, get with the program. And I know it's going to be a little different for a lot of y'all, because y'all are used to drama and ratchet bitches throwing weaves everywhere, but this is a very, female, proactive, feminist, pro-female TV show. So if you ain't about unity, sisterhood and all that stuff, then, go watch Love and Hip Hop or something. But, it's for classy people, let's just say that. So, yeah, and then, so we love Lil Kim because she's a very funny person, super fucking hilarious. This girl is crazy. Multi-talented. Yes, she can dance. I know everyone's always like, Kim can't dance, Kim. First of all, have y'all even seen her on Dancing with the Stars? Kim, have you seen her music videos? She can dance. A lot of the moves she does today are, I guess, they were moves she did in the past. They just looked a little better in the past, I guess you could say. But, and also she does a lot of it to be real funny. She goes a lot of it is just to be funny. That's actually her little viral thing. And every time she does it, she goes viral. It's not even like, oh, Kim Kardashian showed her ass one day, she went viral, She showed her ass the second day, no one's like, we saw it already. Every time Kim does this video, I shit you not, it goes, every time she does the dance, it goes viral, period. There's so much memes and stuff out there about it at this point, but yeah, so she, you know, like she said, no press is bad press. So, you know, that's what's going on with that. Her dances are just part of her funny side of her character. She's also a gangster. She's rich. She's very nice. Very loyal, matter of fact. Very respectful. Very loving. People love to try and find rumors in any way to put her down. So, with that being said, Notori Nuttin. Alright. Now, I love my black girls, but bitch, your nappy ass need to step the fuck back because I'll punch you in the throat at a VIP event, bitch. Okay, you gonna stop playing with the queen. Now, I know this stupid ass bitch been hating on Kim for a minute. And this has nothing to do with the original. At first, I was cool with the bitch, you know? But now, she just getting a little too salty, a little too shady, and all these fucking stupid ass blogs like that impressive bitch, it sounds like she has a dick in her throat, are all fucking disrespecting the queen of rap, Lil Kim, Queen B, the first Queen B. Beyonce said herself. Go check her website if you don't believe. Beyonce said there would be, hip-hop wouldn't be the same if it wasn't for the original Queen B. Lil Kim Appreciation Day, October 31st, period. That's out Beyonce's mouth. Still on her website. Go check it out for yourself. She posted that, I think, 2017 or 18. Anywho, where was I? Notori, whatever the fuck the bitch's name is, with her missing ass edges. So this bitch played Lil Kim in the Notorious movie that came out years ago. Kim's a little salty about it, of course, and it's not nothing, but it's not like she's bringing it up. They asked her all the time, like. At first, Kim was like, no, I don't want her to play me. It was never, oh, she's too dark. Oh, she's ugly. I fucking hate her. You know, it was never that. It was always, why don't you reach out to me for my input? You're out here on the big screen making me look like a fucking fool, making me look like a side piece, a stupid-ass whack bitch. You know? That's basically Kim's part, why she was upset with Notori. Notori claims that she reached out to Kim's team. She contacted UN, and apparently she wasn't able to get through. This happens all the time. A lot of people are never able to get contact with Lil Kim, and they take it out on Kim, which is why Cash Doll was mad at Lil Kim all these years, because she thought Lil Kim avoided her and didn't like her, which was not the case. Happens all the time. And even with just Kim, it's a lot of artists. This happens with a lot of artists. Their team is like, nah, we don't need her fucking with you. So that's what happened with the Notori situation. So at the same time, they're both right, they're both wrong when it comes to that. But because Kim never heard nothing. Notori said, obviously, that Kim never heard it, too. It's not like she said, Kim rejected me. It was, Kim never heard of it. Heard her trying to reach out, obviously. So there's a middleman who is basically causing all this drama due to that fact. Kim doesn't feel like Notori was the type of character she was. And I agree, you know, watching Kim, yeah, Notori got a lot of the performing part. I mean, her voice was not really all that. She had the most boring ass voice. First of all, everyone knows Lil Kim has that voice. And if you're gonna put Notori up there with that not even raspy, that crackhead ass voice, it's just like, bitch, you ruined this song for me. You know, we all like Notori made Lil Kim look like a mad, ghetto ass, loving hip hop side bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's why Lil Kim doesn't fuck with that movie. You're fucking with someone's life. You know, you're telling a story of someone's life, defamation of character, basically. And spreading all this bullshit through the big screen. And it's probably not really your fault, but at the same time, you were dressed up as Lil Kim, and you let it happen. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and Lil Kim's like, get your bread, you know, I had no problem with no one's hustle, you know, she needed to come up, period, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously her music career didn't work out for her, so she decided to do movies. And she needed to come up, and being Lil Kim was her golden ticket. So, you know, Lil Kim was like, do your thing, but, you know, just stop disrespecting me. And that was the deal for the longest time. And then recently, yes, Notori, I think last year, did a documentary saying all this shit, trying to make Lil Kim look bad by saying, oh, I guess she didn't like the fact that I was darker. And Lil Kim flipped that around and said, that's your own insecurities. Because anywhere on the internet did Lil Kim say anything about it being her skin color. And people assume it was her skin color because there was a rumor that Lil Kim wanted Christina Milian. There's also no receipts that Lil Kim said that. Even they asked Lil Kim in the interview, and Lil Kim was like, I never said that, but, you know, I wouldn't mind it. She didn't say she wanted Christina Milian. She said Christina Milian would have been a better fit either way. And that has nothing to do with her skin tone. If you guys know Christina Milian, and if you know Lil Kim, they are very similar type of people as far as who they genuinely are when they're off the stage. She didn't say Christina Milian was a perfect fit. She said she was more of a match than Notori, obviously, because, you know, Notori could only play a mad black bitch. Like, that's the only talent she had, was making Lil Kim look like a psychopath. And yeah, Lil Kim had those moments. Yes, she dragged Faith out the car and put a gun to her head. Yes, she did all this shit. But at the same time, that's not who she was. That was her being caught up in horrible situations, which a lot of y'all do. A lot of people, it happens to a lot of people. And she didn't get to play Lil Kim's good side, soft side, funny side, none of that. You know what I'm saying? She just made Lil Kim just look like garbage in that movie. Which is why I would be pissed the fuck off too if someone played me and just made me look like a fool. So Notori's making rumors, and then people are running with it because people love to run with shit when it involves Lil Kim. And Lil Kim's basically tired of it and got pissed off about the documentary. She's like, look, bitch, you don't want the smoke. You know, you keep pushing me, you can push me, and boom, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Lil Kim is about that life. Don't test her. She did time because of beef with Foxy Brown. Yeah. And so, Lil Kim's just over her. She's tired of her. She don't like her at this point. It went from, I wouldn't have chose her, to now, fuck that bitch. That she's a whack-ass, cloud-chasing-ass bitch. And so, yeah, they don't basically get along at this point. So I'm gonna need y'all to, you know, figure this shit out for yourselves. Because obviously there was a miscommunication, which led to Notori being a fucking rude bitch. Which led to Kim dragging the fuck out of her. Which led to y'all thinking Lil Kim's the big bad wolf once again. Because all these people want to poke at the bear when the bear bites them. Oh, let's put the bear down because it bit a human being. That's literally how y'all act. You throw rocks out your hands. Fucking annoying. So enough about this ratchet ass bitch. I said what I said. The facts are out there. Unlike y'all, I actually do my research. And the fact that I've known this stuff for so long, and it took me this long to actually put it out in a video, because I'm just tired of this shit at this point. Somebody needs to do it. There's all these videos backing up Kim, backing up who and whatever, but none of y'all know what's going on. So I have to this is the only valid video that I can find on the internet, okay? The only valid, the video I'm making. And then we're going to talk about the album. So, rumor has it the album sold 1,000 copies. There was never any proof of that. Somebody saw that shit and ran with it and made it a big ass rumor. Okay? This girl was charting, and then the album just started charting again the other day. But yeah. So, anyways, the album's great. If you're expecting to hear Lil Kim from 1996, get over yourself, okay? Because people change, and Lil Kim's always been one to start new things, and everyone's always expecting her to be the old Lil Kim, the old Lil Kim. Like, bitch, Lil Kim's trying to be more modern, and a lot of artists are, but Lil Kim's like the only one that gets bashed for it, you know what I mean? I mean, yes, we love the deep voice Lil Kim, of course, duh, but like, let the bitch live, you know? She's already proven herself many times. She's had rap beefs with the most dangerous male rappers. Biggie, Tupac, P. Diddy, Drake, Lil Wayne, 50 Cent. The list goes on, you know what I'm saying? And she stood her ground toe-to-toe with each and every one of them. Which reminds me, I think Drake and Lil Kim got something in the works, because she said someone reached out to her and apologized to her. And they're going to be making a movie. And I'm not saying movie as in television. I'm talking about, like, you know, they got something in the works as far as maybe a dope song and a great music video or something. But it has to be Drake, because obviously it's not Nicki, because Nicki's still throwing shots. And Foxy's reached out to Kim a few times, and Kim is okay with Foxy. She's just not fucking with her because she's toxic. And a lot of y'all should be able to relate to that. Has to be Drake. On top of that, the reason why I think it's Drake is because not too long before that interview, Drake and Lil Kim for the first time followed each other on Instagram. tell me I'm wrong. She said she had a very interesting DM of someone apologizing for hating on her. And then in her interview, she kind of hinted that, Drake's a cool person. He's funny. He's real nice, which means they spoke. Okay? Y'all need to pay attention to these things instead of just opening your mouth and running with whatever the last bitch said. So let's get into the album. First song, Pray For Me. It's a very woke song. It's very now, it's very relatable because a lot of people, especially African Americans, are getting killed left and right by police, being in the streets, selling drugs. And if it's not the police, then it's the ghetto that's going to kill them, you know what I mean? So that song's basically about that. And it's also talking about Lil Kim being out in the streets and, having someone pray for her. So she raps, she goes in, she kills it. She has all these wonderful ass bars in that song. Rick Ross, they just two very deep voice, badass motherfuckers rapping on one song. Then we got Bag. A lot of people, here's the part that gets me, right? Bag is actually super lyrical and really dope. The only reason why someone would think it's not is because you have to follow or know Lil Kim's situations in order to understand majority of this album. Because this album, yes, she's having fun and stuff, but she's also addressing a lot of the controversy and rumors and stuff. So in this song, she addresses, like, for example, the TMZ came up to her and told her, yo, Kim, did you know you're a person of interest? Because basically what happened is during the BET Awards a year or two ago, Lil Kim was in California and she wanted to rent this penthouse or whatever, penthouse, whatever, beach house, whatever house. And when they got there, it wasn't up to par, and she was supposed to be throwing an after party there. So she's like, no, I want my money back. And they didn't want to give her money back. So she ended up getting in an argument with the motherfucker who worked there. They didn't get it, so police came, and Kim was forced to leave. That night, goons came, took her deposit, allegedly $20,000 more, a hubcap, and they slashed up the owner's tires. So Lil Kim was a person of interest because of obvious reasons. So in the song, she addresses it. She says, try me if you want, you'll be missing more than a hubcap. Now run and tell that to TMZ. It's the principles. Don't try to lean on me. And what the fuck is 20 G's? I get more than that to sip rosé and VIP. So she just addressed that whole situation in that little line, saying, I might have did it, I might have not. But 20,000, bitch, you got me fucked up, is what she said. And she said, it's the principles. Put respect on her name, is what, when people say it's the principles, that's what they mean, put respect on their name. If she lets this nigga slide, she gotta let everyone else slide. And she says, I keep the bag on me like I'm Santa Claus. He filling on my titties like Diana Ross. If y'all don't know Diana Ross, back in the day, she flicked Lil Kim's boob on worldwide television when Lil Kim had the purple pasty. She touched her boob, and it was viral, and it was an epic, big, giant moment in music history. So that's what she's saying. He's filling on my titties like Diana Ross. So just shit like that. Like, she was spitting. Okay, that was Bag. I love that song. There's Go Off. Go Off is not particularly my favorite. It's a pretty cool song, I guess. It was technically made specifically for runways, and it actually was just a hook. And she got so much good feedback from it that she decided, okay, let's just do it and make it into a song. Not personally my favorite, but it's not a bad song either. Then we have Catch My Wave featuring Rich the Kid. As much as we love Rich the Kid, I think Travis Scott would have done so much better on that song. And Rich the Kid's verse literally is like a whole minute of just boring. So, sorry, not sorry. But Lil Kim's part was pretty good. It was really dope, Catch My Wave, because basically she's talking about all these bitches been trying to be her, trying to wear, dress, and doing it, move like her. She's just addressing that song. Then we got Found You, which is a twerk song. It's a remake of Bubba Sparks' song, Miss New Booty. It's a pretty good song. It's more modern trap song. The hook has one of the producers or somebody on it. Everyone thinks it's OT Genesis, but it's not. First Lil Kim raps, and then Young Miami raps, and then OT Genesis raps on the third verse. They all kill it too. They might do a remix and include JT, apparently. So hopefully that comes out. And then, so that was a good song. It was a twerk song, basically. I feel like that could have been mixed and mastered a lot better. That song could have been a lot better. It was a good song. It just whoever was producing, I just want to have a talk. And then we have Auto Blanco, where Lil Kim's also addressing more things, such as people hating on her, saying fuck Lil Kim, and she's basically saying, if you're gonna say fuck Lil Kim, then you're gonna end up in the ICU in so much bad condition that no one's gonna be able to see you. She's talking about how Big and Pac were killed. She said, Big and Pac be alive right now if you niggas ain't gas shit up, because that's what they do, they gas shit up, start all this trouble, next thing you know, everyone's killed. If I knew who did it, I'd personally wrap their caskets up. And then even in all these songs that she drops on the album, she's letting y'all know, I got shooters. She says, I got shooters that y'all ain't never seen. Like, she keeps talking about, I got shooters. They're gonna pull up on you. You don't know. You've never seen them. You'll never know it was me. Which I believe because, when Lil Kim almost snatched up that PETA bitch for, like, saying, stop wearing fur. And Lil Kim was about to take off her jacket and fight her ass. I think it was like a night or two later, that chick got shot up, her and somebody else. Just saying. And on top of that, when Charlamagne was, being disrespectful to Lil Kim, his ass got ran up on as well. Lil Kim fans are known for being very physical. Just saying. I would know. I've smacked a few people myself for that same reason. We're very loyal and very connected with each other and Kim. It's like being in a family. We're closer with Kim than other people are with their fan bases, We're right there, Okay, we got a couple more songs. So, Too Bad. It's a very vibey song. It has to grow on you, too. At first I heard it, I was like, I don't know what to think about it. But now it's like one of my favorite songs. It is my favorite song, matter of fact. I just love that song. It's like, it's a vibing song. Like, you're high, and you're you know how you feel when you're drunk and there's loud music and you're just like, that's basically what the song makes you feel like. Especially if you're drunk, you're just like, too bad for you, boo. Too bad for you niggas. Too bad for you, cause we winning. It's basically talking about, like, haters and your ex, She's talking about her ex, she says. Her ex, she said, it's funny because her ex, Mr. Papers, recently posted a picture on a video of him crying on Instagram like a fucking dumbass, but in the song, she kind of brings it up. She's like, my ex say he misses me, tell that nigga too bad. I know I'm the best you ever had, shorty. Like a quarterback, you focused on the pass, shorty. Got him reminiscing about how I used to grab his dick and French kiss it. Like, it was so funny. My ex said he missed me, tell that nigga too bad. It was so funny. But I fucking love that song. That's my favorite one. And then You Are Not Alone. She's like rapping like the 90s Kim that y'all want. And then she says, you are not alone. She's talking her shit on that song. And it's very old schoolish. And then she sings a little bit in it. And then she does a little Michael Jackson homage. You are not alone, I am here with you. Though you always hate, all you do is make me great. So that was a dope song. So those two y'all need to check out. Also, we got the last one, Jet Fuel, where she's featuring TLZ and Big Lou. So they're on the song. It's a pretty cool song. It's very vibey too. I think Travis Scott also would have sounded really good on that song. That's the one where she dresses like, they be like, you still live in a mansion? I'm like, yep. Yeah, bitch, this ain't no glow for me. I'm trapping dopely. I got browns out of purple weed that look like Oprah. Vice bitch in the room. You little bitch can't fuck with me. Dope ass album. Yes, there was only 9 songs in it, but there is a part 2 to it, which is gonna have more of the heavyweight. She said she saved all the heavyweight stuff for the second album. Remy Ma's on there, Missy Elliott, Paris Hilton, and I think Drake might be on that album if Kim's not on Drake's next album. And she did a hint. She hinted that she was gonna be doing a song with someone, and she said bloody shoes, and first thing you think about is Cardi B, and then she tried taking it back. So Kim, you can't take it back. You hinted Cardi B, but I feel like there was something, like it was supposed to be a secret. So, and Cardi B also liked the comment that someone posted saying, oh, are you gonna collab with Lil Kim on a song called Murder? Cardi B liked the comment. So we'll see, because they both want to work with each other. It's a matter of time and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much what I wanted to cover. There's a lot more I could say about Lil Kim. I know everything about her, literally. So it's just like, you cannot tell me, And it's not only just her. I'm a fan of a lot of female artists. I know so much about Nicki that her fans don't even know, you know what I'm saying? Which is why I had to let y'all know what was going on. And there's no shade or disrespect to Nicki, but at the same time, baby girl, stop being a bitch. Thank you. So that's pretty much it. So with that being said, go peep the album 9 Part 1 out now. Can't wait for the Remy Ma song, because apparently it's supposed to be very Brooklyn and they're supposed to be out rapping each other. She said it reminds her when Biggie and Jay-Z would try to out rap each other. So that's the song I've been waiting for, and that's why I was pissed, because it wasn't going to be on the first part, which she was also angry about. But leave her life alone, y'all. Leave her life alone. Stop hating on Lil Kim. Let her live. She's a nice ass motherfucking person. If you met her in person, you fucking love her. Okay? Leave the bitch alone. Let her eat. Let her take care of her daughter. Let her make her music. Let her entertain her fans. If you want to hate on somebody, go hate on your mama, because that bitch did a very bad job of raising your bitch ass. With that being said, London to the motherfucking done. Right now, I'm visiting Phoenix. If anyone wants to pull up if they got a problem, what's up? I'll be back in Vegas. If y'all got a problem, let's get shit. But that's pretty much it. Lil Kim all day, gang, gang, gang. Beehive all day. We out here. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to be dropping a lot more videos. I have a bunch of topics I want to cover, such as did you know videos, or understanding anxiety, understanding toxic masculinity, and religion, and all that bullshit. We gonna talk about it. Have a good night.
Back up! We got it.